U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt showed us his understanding of education when he said, "No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care." Think back to your own school experience. Who are the teachers that you remember? They are typically the ones that went above and beyond to make you feel safe and confident in your learning. They're the ones who truly saw you and helped you in ways you specifically needed. Since the COVID pandemic, the social and emotional needs of students have become more deeply felt and more visible. At AIS, we are addressing these needs by refocusing and improving existing programs and creating new learning opportunities to support students to develop the skills, knowledge, and attitudes they require to understand and manage their emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions.
So we are continuously learning more about how the pandemic has impacted our students as we go through all of the different stages of the year. In more general terms, many students have regressed to different places academically, socially, and emotionally. Teachers have always supported students' social emotional needs. All teachers need is trauma-informed teaching and practices, as they are different.
At the beginning of last year, when we came back from what we call the big COVID year of 2021, we did some initial work on building a trauma-informed school and being hope-oriented and resilience-focused. We need to continue to learn more about each kid and how to help them be connected, have a sense of control, understand what's expected of them, and understand why it matters.
High school has always been the kind of bedrock of academics in a K-12 school, but right now we're really having to look at that more critically and say, okay, how can we support our students with where they are in their learning, especially in respect to social and emotional learning?
Built into our everyday are opportunities for the classes to reflect together about things that come up, and they problem solve with each other. The children work together to develop and share strategies that work for them.
We've worked to create predictability, build flexibility into our routines and structures, and communicate to students about taking things slowly and doing things differently and how that isn't going to disrupt their whole school experience. By creating a school environment that fosters empowerment and really puts decision-making and choice in students' hands, it creates a sense of safety, that you're in charge of yourself and you have a say over your learning environment. Nora, our comfort dog, has also had a tremendous impact on our program in a positive way. She has reduced the amount of stress and anxiety students feel by providing a calming presence, and she provides a sense of security to many students who are dealing with emotional and psychological challenges. Knowing that Nora is nearby helps them feel safer and more secure.
In respect to character, we meet with our advisory program twice a week. We have addressed our community by having a high school assembly once a week that is student-led. And then lastly, in respect to learning, we have created our iBlock program, which also meets twice a week to address the academic support for our students across the board, especially in respect to executive functioning.
So our advisory program in middle school, which we call Falcon Nest, we have 4 times a week, and 3 of those days are devoted, one to learning, one to character, and another to community. So we balance that culture and community piece with the curriculum, instruction, and assessment. And that's why, in terms of our organization, we want to make sure that there are structures in place for kids to be able to thrive socially, emotionally, and academically.
Growth and learning doesn't stop when they leave school and go home. The connection with the parents and families is so important. We're always exploring more ways to connect with families so that we can learn together about how to support our youngest learners at our school.
We deal with all types of behavioral issues and involve parents when appropriate while maintaining the confidentiality of our other students involved. A close partnership between parents, outside therapists, our counselor, and our student support team members is an integral part of this process.
We really need to make sure we're getting the parent perspective there as well. So we need to have better avenues of communication there to say, hey parents, what are you seeing your kids struggle with? And then what can we do on campus to support them with those things that you feel they need greater help with?
At AIS, our social and emotional curriculum aligns with our strategic focus on learning, community, and character. An emphasis on wellness is becoming part of our school culture. By prioritizing the development of social and emotional learning competencies alongside with academic knowledge and skills, our teachers are helping our students to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally, and to share these values with the community at large.